Hi, I'm Charlotte Worthington. I ride for British Cycling and Tall Order BMX, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a backflip.
Best skate park I've ever been to. You get lost in here and you'll never get bored. Name it, Corby's got it. So get in the area, come down, have a shred.
I love this trick because it just gets your heart going. There's like that adrenaline rush when you land the first one. It feels like super floaty. You can take a backflip further by getting it over new obstacles, whether that's making something bigger like a really big box or a spine, or going something smaller, whether that's even in the streets or off a small flat bank. You can combine backflips with all kinds of other tricks, whether that's bar spins, tail whips, or if you're really up there, flip triple whips, flip bar whips. The first place I would always recommend to try backflip is in a foam pit. Not on a mattress outside at a concrete skate park, they are still dangerous. A foam pit is going to be your safest bet to learning this and to building your confidence up. And thankfully we're in Adrenaline Alley where we have a perfect one right here. When you're learning any tricks into the foam pit, it's really important that you do not let go of your bike. This is because it can either land on you or you can land on it, and you're probably going to get an injury. Once you've mastered this into the foam pit, it's best to take it to a resi ramp. This is like a wooden ramp, but it's spongier, so you get a bit of give if you land and things go wrong, and you can slide on it quite easily. It's definitely a bit of a safer bet than landing on your head on a concrete skate park. Technically, the backflip is really simple. It's a case of going up the ramp and going backwards. The points to this is going quite fast at a quarter pipe that you're comfortable with, and that's big enough for you to flip around. Go out of it nice and high. When you leave the lip, look backwards and pull your bars backwards. Keep going, keep going, keep going until you see the floor underneath you. Then as soon as you spot your landing, bring your bike under you and land and roll away. The do's and don'ts with this trick, it's relatively simple as I said, but when fear kind of takes over, you tend to do things a little bit differently and muck up. So you do want to be going with plenty of speed at the quarter, and you want to be in a really nice position. This means don't arch your back, don't be too straight. You can adjust this position, and doing this will actually change your speed. So if you tuck up and get smaller, then you'll spin faster. And if you do the opposite and you open up like a ruler, then you'll spin a lot slower. So experiment with these in the foam pit, learn your whereabouts of how to do that. It's quite likely you're going to be quite scared to commit to doing this. It is scary. But things that help people kind of imagine this and take their mind off the fear is trying to look at the top of your helmet. If you're like this, like you're just non-stop looking there, or look at the back wheel of your bike, or as soon as you look at something, you're generally going to stop spinning. So if you go up and look at the roof, then you're just going to come down on your back. So you just want to keep going, and it takes a bit of commitment, I'll be honest. So when you're ready to progress your flip, you want to be really comfortable, really confident that you're going to commit to going all the way backwards. For me, I would progress this fly out onto the resi ramp. Some people would rather clear it first, but for me personally, I was definitely too scared to do that when I first learned to backflip on a BMX. So I would recommend fly out on the resi ramp, plenty of height to not skim your head or to not have to rush the flip, and then just start experimenting and building your confidence. Confidence is the main thing with this trick. You can start going faster at the resi ramp until you're gradually clearing it. And again, once you're really comfortable with the resi ramp, you can then take that to wood or to concrete, metal, whatever you're riding, but you need to just be confident and committed. Some people have a tendency on this trick to not go straight backwards, and this is probably a fear factor kind of thing. A lot of the time people will learn flips naturally by wanting to look over their shoulder, but you've got to commit to going straight back. Whether you imagine something that helps with that. Imagine you're on a straight loop-the-loop roller coaster. That might help, who knows. If you're coming in sideways, it's going to be a lot harder to land. It's a lot easier to land when you're spotting the landing and coming in straight and not rotating or sliding. With the timing, this is super important, because if you find you're over-rotating your backflip, this is either because you're pulling off the lip too early and getting way too much momentum, or you're just generally pulling too hard and staying in too much of a tight ball. If you want to slow these down, then either flip a little bit later or open up a little bit. And then the opposite, if you're coming in under-rotated, then you're either flipping too late and you need to get a bit more pop off the lip, or you're way too open and you need to sit your ass back a little bit. So finally, I guess just go out there and try it. Like, be safe, have a good time. It's always great to have your mates there supporting you and giving you a push, because it's a scary one on your own. It's great to be at a skate park with the foam and the resi transitions really similar, because if you're trying to flip on a massive foam pit, which is real fun, but then you're wanting to flip on a resi that's like half the size, you've got to do things a little bit differently, and it's not just scary, it's like, that's terrifying. So come to Adrenaline Alley, great atmosphere, loads of people are ready to push you and to learn tricks, and you've got 2 foam pits resis just lined up perfectly. I'm Charlotte Worthington, and I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial on how to backflip, and I hope you're all going to be learning backflips after watching this. Like and subscribe to Adrenaline Alley's new YouTube relaunched, and comment what videos you want to see next, and let me know if you landed that backflip and if I helped. I hope I did.